Your forces have done an excellent job in freeing me, but did they really have to upgrade me with this full of weaponry?
Shockwave is not the one without a sense of irony. After we've given you new upgrades to your metal outer casing, it is only fitting that the Autobots be facing a new opponent.
What makes you think that is what I will do with it?
Why? Is there something else you would like to do with your new upgrades?
My goal remains the same. Vengeance against the Daleks for betraying me.
And in return, you will swear absolute obedience to the Decepticon cause. Now for the human JNF, we will need something with a little more chaotic.
If you were going for chaotic, then the Dimension Crisis was the wrong choice. To truly defeat the human, you may need something demonic and monstrous, and I think I know exactly which one. He faced JNF before on that island in the past.
Hands go up in flames. Yes, we're doing this Dragon Ball Z villain next. The last 2 years I've had me start the villains of the town with Dragon Balls. And the big cheese himself, Frieza. But I am breaking that cycle by starting with a Transformers villain instead. Also, we're going with this guy next. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this particular Dragon Ball Z villain, Cell is an android created by Dr. Gero by fusing all the cells of the greatest fighters that ever existed. Cells from a bunch of Saiyans like Nappa, Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta. The cells from the Namek Piccolo, and finally the evil Emperor Frieza. He was made to absorb androids 17 and 18, but at the time which he was completed in the future, 18 and 17 were no longer active. So he stole the time machine from the trunks of his timeline to travel back in time to the past, which he did, and achieved his evolution from imperfect cell to perfect cell by absorbing androids 17 and 18 through his stinger tail.
Well, I'm known for enjoying foods that plenty as long as it's not human-based, but geez, Lizzie, dude, that's downright barbaric.
But after he achieved his mission, he decided to defeat the world's greatest fighters through a tournament he called the Cell Games. Most of the fighters were lousy, like Hercule. No surprise there. Because at the Cell Games, he sucked at fighting. Most was done by the main character himself, course, the one who actually defeated Cell was Gohan. Since then, there have been many people on the internet wanting to see their favorite green and black android make a return for a rematch against Gohan. But sadly, that hasn't happened.
What about?
Cell Max of Dragon Ball Superheroes doesn't count. He wasn't even the same one Gohan defeated as a teenager. So, let's get right into the video already.
It's so good to be back. Now I must head over to a certain Scion boy to exact my revenge.
Your revenge, Cell?
Don't tell me you're surprised. Of course my revenge must be satisfied. I will not rest until that Gohan is dead. He will pay for what he did to me, and he will pay in blood. I haven't trained a day in my life. Now I have no longer a need to absorb androids 17 and 18 this time. Imagine what can happen when I unlock a greater power.
Wait a second. You mean you can get stronger than your perfect form?
Of course, my friend. If I truly focus for the next few days, I can reach a power level of 1.7 billion. Go on. Your mercy was weakness. Your victory, a fluke. Tonight, I reclaim my perfection by ending you.
You never learned, Cell. Power isn't what makes you perfect. It's what you do with it.
No bad at all, Gohan. This is just furthering your defeat as usual. If I hadn't powered up to a higher level myself, then this would have been rather difficult for me.
That's the same thing Frieza said to my dad already, so let's see what power you've got. This power, it's incredible!
What? Cell has a new form!
I know blue and green is a bit random, but I wanted to ensure my new position atop the pecking order, and for the sake of your own mind we will keep the name simple as well as I will name this Azure Cell. Of course this will come as more than a shimmering new appearance.
I can see that, and to be honest you're now much stronger than I remember and it's now more of a challenge.
This is going to be quite the epic battle.
This time, there's no second chance. No regeneration. Just the end. Well, that was easy.
It is this news that angers me. Most of the minions like those of Khan's Star Trek, Eggman's pawns, and Ultron drones are no good. Perhaps I may need to back up with a little more firepower and intelligence, yes. Here I am! Wait, what? Out of order? Oh, perfect!
Well, that's it for the video. Only one villain remains. And it's not going to be the gentleman villain. I've already took care of him. Okay, Scarlet Sonic. He is almost here. And this time, we're taking him down for good.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on